Peace, peace. Yo. You know, it's the God, AllahKing Wize right here on this day of power. You know, as some of my brothers say, power or refinement, or some say power refinement. As I always say, I understand the dialect, the different dialects. But yo, what I really want to say this morning right here, right, is to the gods, right? So yo, you know, I know that we are very critical thinkers, the gods, right? And you know, proper education always correct error. So you have the gods consistently analyzing and examining everything. So that's just how we was raised. That's how we came up, right? That's how my older brothers came that way, and they passed it down to us. So I would say this right here. We've trained and practiced and applied mathematics on one another long enough. Like, yo, now it's time to take this to these devils. You understand? So what I'm talking about is like the same way you go run up on one of your brothers about, yo, that's not right. Allah didn't teach that. Or the same way you go to one of your brothers and be like, that's not how we do it. That's not the way you should do it. That's not how we do it, right? And sometimes we come with a very aggressive energy. Yo, it's time to take that energy to these devils. You understand? Yo, word up. It's time to take it's time to take that type of energy to these devils, because we keep using it against each other. We keep coming at each other, we're striving to correct each other over things like power. No, it's power refinement. No, it's not power refinement, it's power, right? And that's peace. When you just coming into the nation, when you were like a newborn, but when you've been dealing with this for some years, months, and days, and you realize like, yo, even after we agree on whether it's going to be power or is it going to be power refinement, even after we agree, is it going to be Allah's 5%? Or is it going to be the nation of gods of earth? Or is it going to be Allah's 5% nation of gods of earth? Even after we agree, you know what we still got to deal with? We still have to deal with the young in the street who killing each other. We still got to deal with the bills that consistently keep coming from these devils, right? We got a light bill. How many people got a light company though? We got light bills, but who own the light company? You understand? We got phone bills. Who own the phone company though? You got cell phone bill. Who actually owning cell phone company? Who own fucking T-Mobile, Sprint, and all that shit? Verizon. You understand? So yo, check it out. That's the real shit. After we done got past that, we gotta get on some real shit. That's some real shit too. Of, you know, our language, how we gonna speak the language, how we identify ourselves. Those are that shit was going on in the 80s. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. This was going on before I even came into the knowledge. I came into the knowledge in 91, 92. This was already here when I got here. They were already debating over whether it's power or power refinement. They've been debating over that shit, and they still haven't came into a conclusion. So what the fuck am I gonna sit around and debate about that shit for when I got bills every motherfucking month that come in? When I got babies around me in the streets, and you get calls, yo, you know, such and such just got killed. You know, they just had a shootout over here. Oh, you know, they just found this young girl. She was killed. She might have been raped before she got killed. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Yo, they got dude locked up. Yo, he been locked up and this case all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The judge, whatever, over-sentenced him. The prosecutor overcharged him. That's the real shit right there. That's what I apply my power to. You get what I'm saying? That's what I apply my power to. I'm not going to apply my power to, yo, is it power or power refinement? Yo, you're not going to get me in that type of debate right there. That's some little kid shit to me. That's some little kid shit, G. The older guards been past building on that. Yo, Universal Shamgar got a whole Son of Man building on that. You got G. Kaleem that had in the 5% newspaper years ago. They building on that. How can you still be trying to figure that shit out? You don't understand how to agree to disagree? We talk about mature manhood. The ability to be responsible. The responsibility. Your ability to respond properly to the demands of everyday life. Because if you sitting around and having time to debate over, yo, the father didn't say that, but this is what he said. He didn't say that. He didn't teach that. But when we already know from those firstborns that he taught and those first fruit that he didn't all give them the same thing the same way at the same fucking time. These brothers was locked up at different points in time and all type of shit. Black Messiah was locked up when the father got assassinated. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that changed. There's a lot of things that got rearranged. It's a lot of things. And everybody won't there for everything. You hear some brothers say, well, if he wanted everybody to, you know, be on this way right here, he would have said it at a parliament. Yeah, true indeed. That's like the most logical thing that would have occurred. But then you got some things that he gave to certain people at certain times. And that was for them. And that's just that. And for real, yo, I ain't even going to build on this no more like this. I'll probably come back and build on, yo, we need to be moving forward on these type of things, right? We need to be exercising ourselves through different channels, different entities. You know, you hear some brothers say, man, I ain't all about trying to build, you know, organizations and institutions, you know, to be, you know, generating money and things like that. But you will go work for the fucking white man, though, and on his motherfucking clock. And he set up an institution and enslaved your motherfucking ass too, and you stuck in goddamn 6. And striving to get your women and children to respect you as God. How the fuck they gonna respect you as God? And you can't even provide for them without the white man helping you. You understand? You want to be able to talk to this motherfucker eye to eye, boss to boss, and not he over top of you. You understand? That's the real science, man. That's power. Why did we take Jerusalem from the devil? Why did we take Jerusalem from the devil? That's some powerful shit. We took something from him. We talking about landmass. How did we do that back then? Approximately 750 years ago. How did we do that? You know, so yo, we gotta be able to come to a conclusion collectively, to agree to disagree. That's real power, man. Heads of state sitting down at the round table, building on real life shit, making real life decisions that affect generations ahead. Politicking on major global application of the truth that the black man is God. But it gotta start right here where you at. You understand? It starts at home. It starts with itself. That's how you gotta deal with that science right there. And you can accept it or reject it. That's just how it goes, yo. Because at the end of the day, I know who the real enemy is. Recognize who the real enemy is. That's the power of that truth, of you recognizing who the real enemy is. Recognize who your real enemy is.